fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Sagar University, inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Sagar University, inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Dayanand Sagar University, inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Sagar University. Inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Sagar University. Inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Dayanand Sagar University, inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Dayanand Sagar University, inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Dayanand Sagar University, inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Sagar University. Inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Sagar University. Inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Attendance sheets are being circulated here, right? So everybody is requested to sign. So in each and every hall, the circulation will be done. So everybody has to sign. If at all you miss any signing here, so you can go to admission hall here in the in the ground floor, and there you can sign before the end of the day. Okay, so in all the 6 lecture halls, the attendance will be circulated. You have to sign there, and if at all you miss here somehow, so you have to come and sign in the admission hall, wherever in the ground floor. Okay, thank you.
When we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Dayanand Sagar University, inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Dayanand Sagar University, inspiring future trailblazers today. College is often viewed as a mere institution, a labyrinth of classrooms, textbooks, and endless exams, where our future is shaped. Yet, when we step foot on campus, we realize that we are not alone on this journey. University transcends academia, transforming into a vibrant community where individuals unite. To learn from one another, to grow and to forge unforgettable bonds. It's not always about having a precise plan. It's not always about figuring out. It's not always about reaching the finish line first. It's about discovering what we are truly passionate about. The true essence of college, however, lies beyond the confines of academic pursuits. What truly makes college so special is the life that's lived within its walls. It's about seeing things from different perspectives, exploring unique possibilities, taking on new challenges, finding joy in friendship, embracing individuality, expanding our knowledge and skills, and immersing ourselves in extraordinary experiences. It's a path that teaches us about resilience, courage, and determination. A quest that allows us to pursue our goals with purpose and clarity. A quest that helps us find balance, happiness, and fulfillment. A transformation that inspires us to live with intention, curiosity, and joy. A trail that leads us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what truly matters. It's a journey of self-discovery, where every experience shapes us into the best version of ourselves. We attend college for the education, but what we live with is a treasure trove of experiences that shape us forever. Experience a whole new world of academic excellence in a global environment. Dayanand Sagar University, inspiring future trailblazers today.
very good morning to everybody, to all the dignitaries, guests, parents, students, and staff. Let's raise because the chief guest and the dignitaries are arriving. Let's welcome them with an applause. I welcome the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dayanand Sagar University, Dr. K.N.B. Murthy sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Amitar Bhatt sir, Dean School of Engineering, Dayanand Sagar University, Dr. Uday Kumar Reddy sir, and our chief guest of today, Mr. A.B. Vijay Kumar, IBM Fellow, and also the CTO, Hybrid Cloud Services, to the dais. Thank you, sir. We will wait for Amit sir. We'll begin in a couple of moments. Okay, so I'm Professor Arjun from the Department of Computer Science, School of Engineering, Dayanand Sagar University, and I will be your host for today. I welcome you all for the orientation program of the first year BTech batch 23-24 of Dayanand Sagar University School of Engineering. Orientation is an ongoing process that will set the young minds towards the fresh start. A new chapter in your life is awaiting to be written. New questions to be asked and embraced, answers to be discovered and then lived in the transformative journey that is yet to come. And this journey is, of course, of delight and self-discovery. As Martin Luther said, let's take the first step in faith. To begin with this orientation, I request Professor Arun Anant Narayan from EC Department, School of Engineering, Dayanand Sagar University, to invoke the Lord's blessings.
I'm going to sing a song on Lord Vigneshwara in the Ragam Hamir Kalyani. शरणों सिद्धि विनायका शरणों विद्या प्रदायका शरणों पार्वती तनय मूर्ति शरणों मूषिक वाहना शरणों पार्वती तनय मूर्ति शरणों मूषिक वाहना शरणों सिद्धि विनायका निटिल नेत्रन देवी सुतने नागभूषण प्रियने तटिल तांगिट कोमलांगने कर्णकुंडल धारणे शरणों सिद्धि विनायका कुक्षि महालंबोदरणे इक्षुचापन गेलिदने पक्षिवाहन श्री पुरंदर विठलनन निज दासने शरणों सिद्धि विनायका शरणों विद्या प्रदायका शरणों सिद्धि विनायका. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the rendition. It was indeed a pleasant welcome, pleasant invocation to set the occasion. Now I request our beloved Dean, School of Engineering, Dayanand Sagar University, Dr. Uday Kumar Reddy, sir, to welcome the gathering.
A very good morning to all of you. Honorable Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Member Government Board of Governors of Dayanand Sagar University, the chief guest of today's program, the faculty, non-teaching staff, valued parents, and my dear students of 23-24 batch. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Uday Kumar Reddy, who is the Dean for School of Engineering. I'm extremely happy, and it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome all of you, the management of DSI, the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and all the members who have gathered here to this orientation program of the first year batch, BTech 23-24 batch. We are delighted to have an important personality, Mr. A.B. Vijay Kumar, who is an IBM fellow and IBM master inventor, having more than 60 patents to his credit. The profile, it speaks by itself. I'll not elaborate probably in the introduction, they will elaborate you. And he is a CTO of hybrid cloud services and platform engineering services. So we are grateful to you for accepting our invitation and being the chief guest of today's event. And I extend my warmest welcome to this particular program. And I request, I request to hand over the bouquet. Thank you. A great university led by our dynamic leader, whose support, encouragement, and guidance in making this event possible, and it is none other than our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. K. Balasubramanian Murthy. Sir, we are honored to have with you in this event, and I extend a warm welcome to you to this particular program. On the stage, we also have another important personality whose constant support, the encouragement and guidance in making this event possible. And it is our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Amitabh Bhatt. Sir, we are delighted to have in this August gathering and extend a warm welcome to you to this program. A warm welcome to Madam Vaijayanti Desai, who is the Director of Corporate, International and Government Relations. Welcome you, Madam. And also, I welcome our Chief Marketing Officer, CMO, Mr. Srinivas Shinde. Sir, welcome you to this program. A warm welcome to all the administrators, the registrar, direct administration, the chairpersons of various departments, the faculty, staff, and others. And a warm welcome to all the people who have worked behind the scene to make this event happen, our technical team and also the facility team. Parents are I would call the world for the children. Not to overlook that, we are here joined by the wonderful parents who have raised the best students the School of Engineering and University possess. With immense admiration and affection, we welcome all the parents who have made efforts to join this program. Most importantly, I welcome all of you, especially the parents and the fresh students of 23-24 batch. Welcome you once again to all of you. And I welcome all other staff, everyone who have gathered here in all the 6 lecture theaters in this for this wonderful orientation program. Welcome you. Have a nice day, and also I'm sure that all the students, especially the freshmen and the 23-24 batch, you will have a wonderful future in the next 4 years, and wish you all the best. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the very warm welcome. And I welcome you, sir, to this occasion. Light fades away the darkness. Light symbolizes knowledge, wisdom, and free will. For seeking the choicest blessings, and for the same, I invite the dignitaries on the dais to gather to kindly light the lamp. Let the light of education wipe out the darkness in us and lead us towards growth, liberty, and prosperity. It is my proud privilege to introduce today's chief guest, Mr. A.B. Vijay Kumar. As you heard, he is the IBM Fellow and the Chief Technology Officer at Hybrid Cloud Services IBM. Shri Vijay Kumar is a master inventor at IBM who has more than 61 patents filed in his name, also currently serving as the CTO of Hybrid Cloud Services Platform and Platform Engineering Services. The Hybrid Cloud Services is the largest unit in IBM Consulting and contributes to 50 to 60% of the revenue in consulting revenue. Vijay Kumar is responsible for providing the technology, strategy, and defining new offerings aligning to the hybrid multi-cloud and edge, such as the AIOps, Platform Engineering Services, RISE with SAP, Software as a Service, Managed Service offerings. He is also responsible for bringing in new age engineering practices to hybrid cloud migration, transformation, and management, such as resiliency engineering, platform engineering, chaos engineering, quality engineering, and others. He is responsible for defining the technology platform, tools, and processes as well. Also responsible for providing the solution guidance, defining new delivery methods, supporting delivery organizations to scale to new days of working. He works with IBM Research, IBM Cloud and Cognitive, Nord Cloud, Taos, and other IBM units as well, to bring in the integrated technology point of view and build differentiators. He is a recognized subject matter expert for his contributions in the advanced mobility in automotive and has led several implementations involving complex industry solutions. He specializes in mobile, cloud, containers, automotive, sensor-based machine-to-machine, Internet of Things, and telematics technologies. He has won various prestigious awards, including the IBM Corporate Award, Best of IBM 2015 and 2019, and other outstanding technical achievement award. Also for the record, he is a passionate musician and an artist. We are indeed honored to have you today, sir, as our chief guest. So now I invite Mr. A.B. Vijay Kumar for the chief guest address. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Thanks for the glorious introduction, and thanks, first of all, thanks for this opportunity. Thanks for pulling me into this. So I keep saying that I always feel young when I come to colleges, right? So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's always good to be with students. You feel young, right? You also get challenged. You get also think how my life has transformed, because I was sitting right there among you 26 years back, right? That reveals my age. So I know I don't look that old, but yeah, at least I believe that I'm still not that old. So I joined IBM as a graduate hire, right? So it's a very long story. I don't want to bore you with my story, but what I want to do is reflect on my story, because that's the only story I know, which I lived through for last 26 years, and reflect back on what is that I did as an engineering graduate or as a graduate that helped me come this far. And I'm sure some of that will be very useful for you, right? And you are just sitting on the launch pad, right? Trust me, right? So you're just there, you're just getting started, and you are on the right launch pad because you're on the engineering launch pad, and I'm a big engineer. You must have heard of so many times he said platform engineering, kiosk engineering, that engineering, this engineering and all. And I strongly believe this is the right time to be an engineer, right? Because there is so much happening in various fields. You take up any field, even in medical there is engineering, even in non-engineering spaces, there is a lot of engineering that we are bringing in, because technology is driving everything. So even in business is driven through technology, and when there is technology, there is engineer behind it, right? So first of all, congratulations to all of you, and you have chosen the right place to start, right? And definitely the right college to start, because I've never seen facilities like this. So it's very nice to have an ambience like this where, and I was interacting with the faculty. They seem to know pretty much a lot of things that is happening in the field, which is very rare, right? Because I have interacted with so many faculties. I do these chief guest kind of things a lot. And I somehow always feel that what is happening in corporate life versus what the lecturers or the faculty are talking, there's a gap. There is a theory to practical gap. But after interacting with you, sir, I really felt that the faculty is hands-on. They know what is happening. We were talking about quantum computers. We were talking about hybrid. We were talking about edge, IoT, and all that. And I was pleasantly surprised that, whatever points that they were bringing up, I was super excited to say how IBM can be a good partner for this particular university, right? There is so much we can do as together, right? So going back to my story, right? So I started like a developer. I was a Java developer when I started, right? I think one of the key things that I learned, I can divide my 26 years into 4 phases of life, right? 4 phases of learnings or whatever, right? The first phase is where I spent quite a lot of time being very, very curious, and I'm still curious, right? If you look at the blogs that I write and the patents that I do, I still stay very, very hands-on. So one of the key things that I learned in the very first phase of my life is I don't read books, I try them out, right? So I strongly believe, so if somebody gives me a book, first of all, I don't have patience to go through all the book, but what I really want to do is try it out. So I spend any amount of time doing the trial and error, trying to get a full understanding of how the hell this works. And we were also talking about quantum, where I'm still struggling to understand how quantum computer works, right? So, and I go to YouTube videos, try to understand how the particles work and things like that. So I think, again, don't feel that I'm boasting about myself or anything like that. It is with a very good intent. I want to share some of the good things that I believe has made me an IBM fellow, right? It's been a very successful career, right? And I really hope all of you learn from that and also use it. So first and foremost thing is, when you have a great faculty like this and the infrastructure around you, explore. So try hands-on, right? So don't just stop your learning with books or or whatever lectures you hear. Challenge everything that you see and say, how is this working, right? So the key skill, in my opinion, for an engineer is understanding how things work, not just stopping with what it does. How is it doing, right? And it's very important, I believe, that you should have a systemic thinking. The whole idea of systemic thinking is, when you give something to a small kid, what does the kid do with that? Let's say you give a toy to a kid, what does kid do with the toy? Yeah, normally they break it down, right? So they break it down, they want everything in pieces. We see that as a destructive behavior, but it's actually they are trying to learn how these components are, right? So what a system is, a bunch of components, right? So how those components come together to make it happen. So when you have that tendency to break down things, any complex problem looks very simple, right? So whether it is quantum computer, right? How does quantum computer work? You may not be able to explain it on day one, but as you break it down, end of the day, it makes so much sense. So I think the key skill that really helped me as an engineer is breaking down things. Having this systemic thinking, understanding how the components work and how these components are coming together to make a bigger system. The second biggest learning that I have from my 29 years of career is, of course, I was very geeky when I started. I don't talk much, right? My soft skills, I can never do this. If you ask me 15 years back, if you put me on a stage, I will just break down with nervous breakdown, whatever, right? But if you ask me to solve a problem, go do coding and all, I'll sit in a corner, extremely good as a single individual who can do my job. I get irritated working as a team because I feel I'm the best. There's nobody else around me who can do better than me, right? So I learned it the hard way. I don't want you guys to learn it the hard way. I was seen as an arrogant guy and all that, but I was not arrogant. I actually thought, oh, I'm a genius, I should be like this and all that. That confidence will be there for all of you, right? But eventually what I learned is you have to work as a team, right? Working in a collaborative way kind of enhances you. That's the superpower that you get. I'm sure all of you have seen Avengers, right? How many of you are Avenger fans, right? So when they all come together, only then it's fun, right? You might watch Iron Man 1, 2, 3, you might watch Hulk 1, 2, 3 and all, but it's always the Avengers series which really is good, especially when all of them walk together in the end, right? So you need to understand what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and you need to play on your strengths while you are fixing your weaknesses, and also work as a team, work with your team members, learn, while you are learning the technical skills, learn these soft skills. Otherwise, you will never be successful in a corporate life, right? So in corporate life, it's not an individual contributor, it's always the team. While you're doing that, also learn the leadership skills, right? So the leadership skills, the soft skills on, how you are able to talk. So right now, you're in a launch pad, you are in a playground, you can do all the mistakes that you can, right? To learn these things, but don't expect that once you're in a corporate life, of course you can do some level of mistakes there, but you can't be doing basic fundamental mistakes there, right? So use this opportunity to also team up with your classmates, team up with your faculty, right? Learn the leadership skills in terms of leading something, jumping in and taking up that control over things and, fixing the problem and all that. So that is the second very big request I have for you. And I learned it the hard way. I don't come from a very sophisticated college where, I had all these soft skill trainings and a lot of practical. We used to have one computer and we used to write program on a paper, which is compiled by my professor, right? And because computers were expensive those days, right? So he would compile it and he'll say, oh, this will not work. So he will not say it's a syntax error or whatever. So I have to go figure out why it can't work. And then, once the professor is convinced, then they will give us a 30-minute slot to sit in front of a computer. To what you are now, where you have everything available in front of you, so you should be doing much better than what we were doing in our generation, right? So use this opportunity to leverage. Of course, you need to have fun as students, because this life will never come back to you, right? The third key thing learning for me is multidisciplinary skills, right? So while you might be very good in particular field, it's important you become a specialist in that field. Also understand that you need to learn a little bit of business, little bit of domain skills, right? So like, you might want to do AI, which is very good. Okay, you do AI, you do quantum, all that is good. But where are you going to apply that technology is always in the business, right? If you don't understand what is the business behind it, you will never be successful in your career. You will grow, you'll glow, you'll be a technical guy, which is good. But if you really want to take a problem and solve the problem with technology, it always starts with a problem. The problem is always on the business side or on the domain side, right? So if you're doing AI research, for example, you need to know what is the problem that you're solving. Are you solving a medical problem, like you're solving some cancer-related thing, or are you solving a supply chain problem? Which means you need to understand supply chain to the same extent as the technology. Otherwise, you will not be able to give the solution. So see if you, in this few years that you have here, pick up some of these domain skills, pick up the business skills, and ask the question saying, what is the problem that I'm trying to solve, right? Where is it going to impact? Who is going to consume the solution that you're developing? Don't just go and say, oh, okay, there is this particular, so I started learning this later in my stage, like, calculus, for example. I was solving calculus, I got very good marks in calculus, but now I'm realizing how important calculus is when I start doing neural networks, right? When they say gradient descent, oh, this is where we are using differential calculus, right? So, but when somebody asks me in college, I know you give me an equation, I can solve the equation. But what is the equation? What is the domain in which you are going to use this equation? As an engineer, I should have known that. I should have known that this equation will solve a civil engineering problem or a computer-related problem or whatever it is. So ask that question, which I did not ask. I want you guys to ask. Whenever you are doing any maths or whenever you are doing any, any technical work, ask yourself, where am I going to apply this technology? How is it going to be applied, right? Then you will give a better solution than just going by the book, right? So 3 things. One is decompose, have that engineering mindset of trying to understand everything inside a system. Don't just say, oh, okay, the system works, I'll assume that it works. But what is inside the system, how is it working is very, very key. So try to understand that. Be as hands-on as possible. Never leave your coding skills or your engineering skills, whatever it takes, right? The second one was more on focusing on your soft skills, looking at how you can improve your soft skills, how you can work as a team, how you can be a leader, right? And how your presentation skills are evolving, how you are a confident speaker, right? The third, which is the domain knowledge. So try to focus also on your domain knowledge. And the fourth, which is very, very important, is being a good human, right? So we forget all this when we get into this. And again, I learned it the rough way, right? So being nice to people, being understanding with the people. Everybody comes from a different background. Everybody has their own perspective about something. So how do you understand others' perspective and value their perspective instead of saying, huh, you don't know anything, right? So that requires a lot of transformation internally, where maybe you are right, maybe the other person is wrong, but how do you still be a good human in terms of negotiating your idea with his idea or with her idea, right? So that's very, very important. These are the 4 key things that I have learned, which I strongly believe, and whoever asks me, how am I that great? I don't think I'm that great, right? So there are better people in IBM, better people in this place where, in my field, who do much better than me. But what brought me together are these 4 things coming together and lifting me up, right? And these are very, very simple learnings. This might sound very, very basic, why do we need a chief guest to come and talk to you? But I am saying this as an experience, not as a book or something that I read from the book, right? So these are the 4 key things. And of course, you'll have a lot of infrastructure around you to really play around, right? So be very, very curious, keep learning continuously, right? Continuous learning is the only way you can really grow in your career, right? I'll be around, you can meet me, I'm here till lunchtime, right? So feel free to meet me, or you can easily find me on LinkedIn if you want to have discussions. We are also discussing about some of the programs, joint programs with IBM, joint research programs, guest lectures and all that. So I'm happy to be part of this, part of the faculty as a guest lecturer. I hope to work with you and work with you guys as either interns or, guide you through some of your projects and all that. Really, a lot of thanks to the faculty and special thanks to you, madam, for inviting me. And, thank you very much. Any questions you have? Do we have time for questions? Yeah, any questions?
This is your time, dear students. Please have any questions, please feel free.
You can ask anything. Yeah.
For example, if I take up the example of the research work which is going on in US as well as in IISc, where National Brain Research Center is set up mainly for diagnosing the brain structure of a patient. So I'm moving forward in the direction of identifying the earlier stage of Alzheimer's disease, because biomarkers are there which are related to drawing the cerebrospinal fluid from the brain of a patient and subjecting it to the laboratories. That is one of the ways of biomarkers we use. And also we have the multimodal biometrics like structural magnetic resonance imaging and functional magnetic resonance imaging, And all these kind of imaging data sets are also available on the University of South California, which can be accessed by the research fellows. So in direction, do we get any assistance to take it forward to identify the Alzheimer's disease at an earlier stage so that it can be helpful for the patients to extend their life of their span of their life? That is what I thought, and I have come up with few solutions to it as well.
Sure.
So way forward, can we come up with any other better solutions to it so that it can be in a very good impact factor journals like Lancet, the world's leading journal, having an impact factor of 202. So like that, we can have such kind of collaborative works.
Yeah. So one of the things that we discussed before this session is doing exactly these kind of research works, joint research work.
Yes.
Obviously, IBM has a special eye on healthcare.
Yes, sir.
So if you take any of the IBM technologies, and a lot of you may think IBM is old man's company or whatever, but if you look at the kind of work that we do, it's more on the back end side. You will not see it on like Apple in front of you, or Android or Google or anything, because you are seeing it in front of you. It's more of B2C companies, but IBM is more of enterprise company, or B2E, or what we call B2B companies, where most of our solutions are on the back end.
Yes, sir.
So we do a lot of cancer research. We do a lot of this healthcare research,
Yes.
where IBM invests a ton of money there, right? And I was just telling them more than 90% of banking solutions, air traffic solutions run on IBM technology.
Yes, sir.
The cancer research, I don't know the exact percentage, but most of the cancer research, especially the AI part of it, is all contributions from IBM. So what we were talking about, it happens a lot in IBM US. Unfortunately, in IBM India, there's not much of collab that is happening between IBM and the university, right? So we want to revive that, and I was speaking to Vijaya madam also to see how Vaijayanti madam, to see how we can revive that whole thing.
Correct, sir.
And have joint research programs where students from this university can work with IBM research, contributing into the open source solutions, where IBM provides the infrastructure, right, and the SMEs to support the students. So any such ideas, what we want to do is we want to set up a channel through which we want to take it, where if there is a win-win for IBM and
To the university, yes.
yeah, with the university, we want to run that as a joint research program.
Correct, sir. We wish to take it forward in this direction.
Sure, yeah.
We need your help.
Any other questions?
Good morning. I'm not
morning.
a student, I'm a parent. And thank you so much. It's been our pleasure to have you here, sir. It's really our honor to
Thank you.
hear from you. Just as out of curiosity, can we know some of the patents that you have? Just few. I mean, 61 is a lot of
61
time
is a lot.
consuming, but just few.
I'll tell you some of the interesting ones, my favorites, I would say, right? So I'll try not to go too technical, but one was on using soft robotics to fix a disaster problem, right? So, and this we opened up. So basically, there is this field called soft robotics, where you use what do you call? I mean, a chemically different kind of composition of material which can squeeze itself, which can enlarge itself. Like you think of this like a soft toy, right? And you can use robotics to squeeze through any, let's say a disaster has happened. So how do you use GPS and various other technology that is available for these soft robots to go inside and find out who is alive, and also do structural analysis of that place? Because in a typical disaster like that, even if you move one small brick, the whole building might fall, right? So it does a structural analysis. So that is one I did. Then I did a lot in virtual reality space, gaming space, because I'm a big gamer, right? So myself. So uh, there's a lot in terms of how you can use virtual reality for, like, you have these ads now, right? So when you go onto a website, you get an ad. Think of, in virtual world, a shop pops up dynamically, and you can actually walk into the virtual world while you are playing a free game, right? This could be like an ad where you can walk in and you can select what you want, and then come back into the game, right? It's like a different experience. Then I did a lot in automotive. So in automotive, connected cars, we did a lot of research on how to avoid accidents, how do you do remote diagnostics effectively. Because one of the biggest problems in autonomous car, though Tesla is very, very good, and this we did some 10 years back now, some of these might have gone into implementation of Tesla and all that, right? So one of the biggest problems you have in autonomous car, is you have a device which is basically collecting all the sensor data, and vehicle to vehicle communication is one of the key things. When your car is autonomous, there's another car which is coming the other way. This car needs to know that that car is coming. One of them, negotiate and slow down. So how do you negotiate that, right? What is the negotiation protocol? And how do you ensure that this is very mission critical, because it's a matter of life and death, right? So, and then there is another protocol which we call vehicle to infrastructure. So where your traffic light is talking to you, talking to the car directly. So how this whole system comes together, and what are the kind of protocols you should use? And when, let's say, an accident happens, how do you feed back to the insurance agency whose mistake was it? See, right now it's straightforward. Either you hit him or that guy hit you, and normally we fight it out. But when it is autonomous car, right? So how do you know? So some of these things are on this space. I did a lot on disaster recovery, disaster planning and things like that, which is soft robotics. Blockchain, I did a lot of patents. I don't even remember some of these now. So it's been, yeah. Thank you. Any other questions?
Any questions from the students?
Ask me a tough question, which I don't know.
We'll answer you what you want. Make him an IBM sometime.
Yeah.
Somebody there? Raise your hand if you have a question.
Okay. That's okay. So I'll still be around, but once again, congratulations. I think you have chosen the right field, engineering, right? It's going to be very, very exciting field. But to be an engineer, you have to be very curious. You have to be very practical, very, very hands-on. So, and have fun while you are studying, which is very important. Make good friends, because my college friends are still the true friends I have, right? After that corporate life, you don't know how many of them are real or how many of them are fake, but most of my college friends are still my real friends. So have fun, and we'll still be around, and reach out to me if you need to talk. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks, bye.
I thank Mr. A.B. Vijay Kumar for his valuable insights and very lovely sharing of his thought process of how he came into this journey and where he is now. And also the bright part is that he gave a self-example and opened a lot of windows for the young minds. So very heartfelt thanks for that, sir. We shall join together to felicitate our chief guest. I invite all the dignitaries on the dais to join together and felicitate Mr. A.B. Vijay Kumar, sir. I request Mr. A.B. Vijay Kumar to be seated on the chair. Thank you, everybody. Now it's time for the presidential remarks. I request Dr. K.N. Balasubramaniamurthy, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dayanand Sagar University, to deliver the presidential remarks.
Good morning, respected Chief Guest, Mr. A.B. Vijay Kumar, the Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Amit Bhatt, the Dean of School of Engineering, Professor Uday Reddy, my faculty colleagues, the proud and anxious parents, and my dear students who have joined engineering program after completing rigorous 2 years of pre-university. We are extremely happy to have you to join this university to pursue your higher studies. The objective of all this, we normally inaugurate, conduct a orientation program, and also try to provide you some inputs so that you take note of all of them and use them in your career as they deem fit. I would like to touch upon 2 or 3 important aspects as an extension to what Mr. Vijay was mentioning. This orientation program is more about inducting you into engineering program, particularly it's a professional program. You also need to understand the attributes of a professional program. That's exactly what is going to be done in the next 8 to 10 days. 8 to 10 days there will be programs, there will be lots of activities which will orient you towards engineering. Also, to reduce or eliminate the burnout. I'm sure in the last 5-6 years, you must have gone through tremendous pressure from all quarters. Possibly starting from 8th standard, parents start dreaming that you must do really well, you must get into IITs, you must get into this program, this institution. I don't know, probably a lot of dreams, a lot of pressure was put on you. And there's also pressure that's being put on you when you go to the college. +2, +11, the 11th standard and 12th standard, I know what it is. The kind of the preparation that have been put out, the kind of thing that you have done, I think is mind-boggling. With all this, you have reached the stage now. This is the time where you need to question yourself. What is it you're going to do? As Vijay Kumar rightly pointed out, the best way is to look at some of the things the successful people have done, learn from it, incorporate some of the things the way they deem it fit to your careers. Just copying Vijay Kumar will not help, because the kind of thing that he has done, the kind of environment that has grown is far different from the environment that you're going to grow. Therefore, it's necessary to take the inputs, the points, and see how exactly you can incorporate them in your careers. I'm sure the next 8 to 10 days is exactly that. We will reduce that burnout. You must relax now. From now onwards, you must embark a stress-free environment, enjoying every bit of your studies. Start appreciating and trying to do something on your own. And I would consider the bachelor's degree program whichever bachelor's degree it is. Need not be engineering, it could be anything, a BCom, BBA, etc. Bachelor's program is the best time for you to plan your studies. What you want to be in the next 40, 50 years, you can plan it right now. Please understand, bachelor's degree is about 4 years, plenty of time for you to plan. You have got into an engineering program, you got into an institution, you got some branch of study. And most of us keep worrying, I did not get computer science, what do? I got mechanical, I got aerospace. Don't be worried at all. All bachelor's programs are more or less are the stepping stones, because a lot is possible in the future. You can do a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, and when you can go on to do your master's in AI and machine learning, PhD in robotics, and move forward. It's possible to move from one to the other, from bachelor's to master's to PhD, depending upon how exactly you start planning your careers. The second thing that you also need to understand is that the opportunities are plenty. The kind of options that you're going to have are much different from the options that we had when we did our bachelor's. Probably Vijay Kumar also agree with me. The kind of things that we had, the flexibility that we had when we did our bachelor's and master's is far different today. Therefore, bachelor's degree is the best time for you to plan it. How to do that? It's quite simple. As you move from first semester to second semester, second to third semester, third semester to fourth semester, start finding out what you're good at. What is that interests you most? You must start exploring. Start finding out what you're good at. Start interacting with your teachers. Start interacting with your peers, peer group, your friends. Find out what exactly is exciting you, what you can do things really well. And please remember one thing, each one of you have the same abilities. Some may be extremely good in sports, some may be good in mathematics, some may be good in music, some may be good in something else. When you look at the sum total will remain the same. What is that required? Required is to explore. When you're good in sports, why can't you extend it to mathematics? Why can't you extend it to computing? Why can't you extend it to something else? It means you start believing in your abilities that when I'm good at something, I can also be good at rest of things. Therefore, it's necessary for you to explore and extend that mindset. Therefore, you need to find out what exactly you're good at in your bachelor's degree. Start finding out what would be the right career for you. That's one thing you need to keep in mind. The second thing that you also need to keep in mind is with regard to the kind of environment that you are in right now, what would be the environment of the future? How exactly the things are going to pan out? Most importantly, as Vijay Kumar rightly pointed out, this is an exciting time to be in the higher study space, because opportunities are plenty, lots of things to explore. There's no limitation with regard to the kind of thing that you do. The kind of job scenarios are possibly mind-boggling now. At present, 41 million jobs are available per year. These 41 million jobs is likely to grow to 191 million in next 5 years. This is a prediction made. It will grow to 385 million in the next 5 years, 10 years. 41 million to 191 to 385 million jobs are going to be available in various domains. You need not be an engineer. You can be a commerce graduate. You can be a pharmacy graduate. Jobs are going to be available. Therefore, that's one thing you need to remember. The second thing that you also need to remember is that this is the time where lots of things are available. Lots of facilities are available. Lots of content is available. Apart from what is being done in the class, you also need to explore. In the sense, I refer it as is the age of curation. Means the content is available, lots of things are available. You see how exactly you can take the right content. Then assimilation, understand it correctly, then apply. You need to curate, assimilate, and apply. The kind of thing does not change much during my bachelor's degree and today. When I did my engineering, if I recall, not much of information was available. Therefore, I used to search for information. It was very, very tough because most of the books were the books written for second reading and third reading. Means if you do not understand the first time, you need to read it for the second time, then third time, the clarity would evolve. Today, it's reverse. There's so much information available, you need to pick the right information. Again, you did search. Searching was there at that point of time. Searching is there even today. Not much has changed, except on one side, information is now available. Now the information is plenty. Therefore, you need to have that ability to curate the information. There's lots of video lectures that are available. That's what we were discussing when during our informal discussion. Lots of video lectures are available. Lots of content is available. You need to go through that. Understand it. The second thing that you also need to understand is going forward. Because of the rapid pace in technology, there's lots of changes. It's changing almost every minute, every hour. It is necessary for you to understand how the dynamics are happening, how the world is becoming more dynamic and volatile. Therefore, the future will have a different kind of work scenario, different kind of requirements, and different kind of skill sets. Therefore, start acquiring each one of them when you are in bachelor's degree. Start looking at all of them. Therefore, it's also necessary for you to what is called as self-reinventing. You need to keep evaluating yourself all the time. Start finding out what you have acquired, what you have learned, what is not learned at this point of time. Start getting each one of them. It's quite easy when you start discussing with your friends, start interacting with your teachers, start interacting with experts, and I'm sure it's possible to start getting the information that you want, the kind of skill set that you want, so that you can face the world very confidently. The other thing that, as the chief guest rightly pointed out, the world is going to be multidisciplinary. Multidisciplinary means you need to know something other than your parent domain. If you are a computer science engineer, only computer science will not be enough. You need to know something beyond computer science. You need to have the knowledge of biology, knowledge of law, knowledge of things other than computer science. Then you will have a better chance of success. This is mainly because of two reasons. One, the world is becoming multidisciplinary. The multidisciplinary problems are being attempted too, which was not done in the past. It was one-dimensional. Now it's two-dimensional, three-dimensional, where lots of things are being explored. You also know that a human system is multidisciplinary in nature. You know nature is multidisciplinary. Therefore, it's necessary for you to pick up this multidisciplinary skills. Then the other thing, that's what experts say. This is from Judy Apparel. Judy Apparel is Alan Turing Award winner of 2011. Judy Apparel has clearly mentioned that anything that you're going to learn it historically. Start building that habit. Historically means start finding out how did this particular technology evolve. When Vijay Kumar was mentioning something about quantum computing, why did quantum computing being attempted to? Where did the origin of that? How did the computing technologies start evolving? Start questioning that. Start understanding it. When you start understanding the history, it's possible for you to do something which is better than what it is today. Because you know the evolution. Therefore, that's one of the key things that you need to learn in your studies. Learn everything historically. Don't be happy with what's been done in the classroom alone. Start going back, making some references, and try to understand how things are evolved. The other thing that you also need to understand is why to solve a problem is more important than how to solve. Start building that habit. You must question yourself, why am I solving this problem? Why am I learning this partial differential equation? That's what Chief Guest was mentioning. He mentioned that he see the use of calculus and while doing something. When the calculus was taught, this particular bigger picture was not there. Therefore, you must start questioning that, why am I learning calculus? What are the applications of calculus in new domain? There's an interesting book on that. That's Infinite Powers by Strogaards. Infinite Powers, he says, how calculus discovers the secrets of the universe. It's a fantastic book. Please go through that book. Understand it very well. He says calculus is the language of the universe. Therefore, it is necessary for you to pick up that habit of questioning. Whatever the teacher says, do not accept it. Start questioning. Why should I learn this? Give me one reason why I have to learn physics. Give me one reason why I should learn chemistry. Give me one reason I should study this. When you start questioning, you get a lot more clarity in what you're going to do. The other thing that you also need to understand is this. Lots of concepts in engineering are going to become abstract. Clarity is not there. Whenever you learn abstract concepts, start building intuitions. Approximate, meaning there may not be any reasoning or logic, but still start building some intuitions that makes the things that much better. Therefore, I would request you to start embracing some of these things. Start doing something which is much different. All these things happen because your foundation is very strong. If the foundation is a bit weak, you cannot build a greater career. You cannot become a strong professional. Therefore, whatever the gaps that are there in the foundations or the concepts, please fill them up. It's also you also need to understand it's a era of ChatGPT. You know, generative AI, regenerative AI, lots of things, possibly this, an era where you don't have to do anything at all. Possibly you will be given an assignment, you go to ChatGPT, get an assignment, answer with ChatGPT. But the teachers will be much smarter than any one of you, because when the ChatGPT solutions are being submitted, we can identify whether the solutions from ChatGPT. Possibly, Dayanand Sagar University will clearly indicate is an open book exam. You can bring any amount of information that you want, answer the question that I'm going to ask for. Open ChatGPT, open internet, open books, do anything that you want. Give me the answer for the question that I've asked. That is the era which we are moving towards. ChatGPT is a fantastic tool, but you also need to understand it has limitations. It has picked up the data from unknown sources and unreliable data. Unreliable data which is being trained. Therefore, necessary to use the technology by knowing its limitations. You cannot simply take something and start using it unless you know the limitation. That's also another thing that you need to learn in engineering. I would like to touch upon two more things and stop there. That is, please remember, qualifications will not be enough to be successful. Success does not always come to the person who is most qualified. Success comes to only those people who are motivated, who are excited, who are active. Means you need to like what you're doing. In other words, you need to build a passion for whatever you're going to do. That's exactly what I mentioned in your next 4 years. You start build that passion. Start identifying yourself to be different from others. Each one of you can be unique. Each one of you can do something which is different from others. Therefore, start building that thing. And also you need to work towards building a profile which is model profile. How do you do that? Model profile basically means it's a profile which stands out. Because after your graduation, bachelor's degree, you must start deciding what should be the right career path for you. What will be the model profile? Model profile, in my understanding, to get a CGPA of 8.5 and above. 8.5 and above is 85% and above. Is it possible? Definitely possible. How is it possible? By doing everything in the right way. That's exactly what is going to be explained to you in the next 8 to 10 days. What all you need to do to stay focused. Then, one research internship that you need to do, one industry internship that you need to do in a bachelor's degree of 4 years. You get 3 summer terms. Between first year and second year, you get 2 months of vacation. Between second and third year, you get 2 months. Third year and fourth year, you again get 2 months. June, July is normally free. Those 2 months you must utilize for doing one internship each. You can do 3 internships. If you can do 3 internships, I'm sure you will be a different individual altogether. One research internship in a best university like IISc or a university abroad, thereby you get to know what others are doing. Second, do an industry internship. Industry internship in a top quality industry wherein you understand the kind of problem that are being solved, the kind of approach they take. If you go to IBM, probably interact with experts like Vijay Kumar, you understand the kind of solutions they find, the kind of approach they take. That's critical. You need to pick up that. Then publish one research paper by doing a project. There are lots of projects which I have given to you in the next 4 years, you will be doing close to about 8 to 10 mini projects. If you can explore that a little bit, it's possible to publish a research paper. Ensure that you are going to publish one research paper. Why is it required? When you go to a conference, you must make presentation of your idea and get it approved by a team of experts or a community of experts. Somebody, you need to convince them. You need to say the idea that you have conceptualized is the right idea to solve a particular problem. That's required. Then you also need to do one participation of an international competition, national international competition, please attend. Do you have time for that? You have plenty of time. Plan for participating in a hackathon, maybe a competition of international level. Thereby you also need to test yourself and pose a subject yourself to scrutiny. Start doing that. Apart from all these things, you also need to get engaged in a societal activity. Work with an NGO. Go to a village or some place to understand the problems of the society. Possibly you can formulate your projects around the problems of society. Start doing it. That's the model profile. You give me this profile, I will go to any company that you want, convince them to get a job. You apply to any university, I'm sure you will be the first one preferred because you have all the dimensions. You have research dimension, you have technical dimension, you have a societal dimension, thereby your profile stands out. I sincerely request you to plan your careers, and you also need to remember one important thing, how exactly it's going to go in the next 4 years. First 1 week or 8 days or 10 days, there are lots of orientation. This is the time for you to settle down. Start appreciating everything that's being done. If you feel anything which is not going in line with your expectation, come back and talk to us. If you are well settled in the next 10 days, you take it from me, you are settled, well settled in the next first month. First semester. If your first semester results are going to go really well, there's no question of looking for the next 8 semesters. It will simply fly. If you have problems of first 10 days, problems of first semester, it will continue for next 8 semesters. I request, that's exactly what I mentioned, you start evaluating, start finding out. Any problem that you encounter, please inform your parents, inform the administration, so that we understand what your issues are, try to resolve them. I sincerely request you to plan it out, sincerely request you to explore. This university is a university with a difference. This university has understood things quite well. This university understood the requirements of the industries, requirements of the market. And you will also see the curriculum is far different from the curriculum of other universities. You also see the lots of changes in the way you have been subjected to for the training. Training will be different. Therefore, I request you to please explore some of these things. The last thing I also would like to tell you is, please remember, having good relationships, compassion, and peace of mind is very, very important. Start getting them also in the process. All these things are more important than any award that you get, any recognition that you get, etc. Because these things are going to give you a lot more competitive edge. And The other thing that you also need to remember, there are parents who have sacrificed a lot for your they sacrifice their comforts for your good, for your well-being, for you to achieve and get a pride place in a society. At all points of time, remember your parents. Keep giving them the confidence that you're going to do well. Because parents always keep waiting for you to succeed. They have no expectations, in my honest understanding and opinion. No parent has any expectation except providing you the support to succeed. Get a pride place in society for yourself. Therefore, at all points of time, remember your parents, work hard, and you will find time for everything in plenty. You will have time. If somebody says, I don't have time, I don't accept that at all. I have plenty of time for lots of things. Only you need to manage your time quite well. Plan it out. And ensure that you are going to be a true professional. True professional basically means there are 6 attributes. The first attribute is time management. Second attribute of a professional is being disciplined. The third attribute of a professional is belief in research. The fourth attribute of a professional is being honest. And the fifth is working for the good of the public. You must do something which is going to help the society. Because we are drawn so much from society, we also need to give back to the society. And this university will help you to achieve each one of them. And all the best, and assure you that university will provide everything that you need. But to utilize and become better is in your hands. Do not blame anyone if something is not going to go well. You have to blame yourselves, because you need to come back and tell us at all points of time, saying that this is exactly what I need. This is exactly where I have a problem. Talk to your parents, talk to your teachers, talk to administration. We will see how exactly we can help you out. Because this university will take every step to help you to succeed. And I'm sure each one of you would do really well by taking all the inputs that are given by the experts. You will also get lots of inputs next 1 week. Simply listen to them. There's no need to note down, and you cannot write an algorithm and say, I'm going to implement this algorithm. It will not work that way. Understand and implement the way you feel is deemed fit. What works for Vijay Kumar may not work for me. What works for me may not work for you. But the points that he has mentioned are the points which you need to consider. Implement the way that's going to suit your style of functioning, your environments, and your the kind of culture that we have been brought in. I stop here. Wish each one of you best of luck. Welcome to Dayanand Sagar University and also the engineering programs of Dayanand University. Thank you very much.
With the decades of experience in guiding thousands of students, I thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. K.N.B. Murthy sir, for his very motivating presidential address that has, I'm sure, given a lot of bullet points and things to do for the upcoming engineers in the School of Engineering, Dayanand Sagar University. So now I invite our beloved chairman of Computer Science and Engineering Department and my guru, Dr. Girisha J. sir, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, deans, principals, HODs, chairpersons, faculty colleagues, parents and students. Good afternoon, one and all. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this orientation program happen. We are happy you have made the decision to join us. Welcome. we at Dansagar University promise to provide beyond the teaching learning platforms to innovate, research, placement, and transform yourself towards future-oriented professionals. With this, I would like to thank all the people who contribute to make this orientation program happen. So first, on behalf of Dansagar University, whole fraternity, I sincerely thank the chief guest, Mr. B. Vijay Kumar, IBM Fellow, who spared time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. Sir, your presence on this day has enthused our students and has given them a purpose to pursue their academic goals. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to thank the Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Dansagar University, Dr. D. Premachandra Sagar, a visionary who dreamt and created this vibrant campus for overall growth and providing all the guidance support to make DSU as one of the top university. A big thank to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. K.N.B. Murthy. Sir has been the pillar of strength and our constant source of motivation. He monitors every aspect of Dansagar activities, university activities. It is your appreciation and words that enthuse us in all the effort. Thanks to you, sir, for giving information about the upcoming induction program and their benefits, and also how the students start their journey at the DSU. Next, I would like to thank our beloved Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Amit R. Bhatt, sir, for gracing the occasion and guiding in all the activities of Dansagar University. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Sri Gali Swami, Secretary, Dansagar Institutions, Sri R. Janardhan, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dansagar University, Dr. Shivkumar Shastri, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dansagar University, Dr. C. Puttamadappa, Registrar, Dansagar University, Joint Secretaries of Dansagar Institutions, Mr. Srinivas Shinde, CMO, for their support and guidance. I would like to thank Srimati Vaijanti Desai Madam, Director, Corporate and Government Relations at DSU. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank our Dean, School of Engineering, Dr. Uday Kumar Reddy. Sir, your incredible attention to detail and meticulous planning, believing in teamwork, ensured that every aspect of this event was executed flawlessly. Thank you, sir. A heartfelt thanks to all the students and parents who took out time to attend our orientation program, coming from various near and faraway places. Thank you. Last but not the least, I want to extend thanks to chairpersons, the organizing committees, Professor Arjun, who did the Master of Ceremony, Director Administration, CIO, the IT team, the facility team, the transport team, press and media, for their cooperation in making this function happen so beautifully. I wish all the students wonderful journey at DSU, and we try to bring out best for you. Thank you and all.
Okay, I hope all the students are oriented. Can the students join with me and read out DSU to live the dream? So I'm going to say DSU. All of you will say live the dream. Okay? So this is kind of a wake-up call. So DSU. The dreams are sleeping. DSU. Yes, in DSU you will live the dream. By this formal beginning of the program has come to an end. So I request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे
Before we disperse, I have a couple of announcements. For the students and parents, please collect the food packets outside the lecture theater, and please come back to the same lecture venues at 2 p.m. for the document verification. Okay, one more time. So please don't forget, students and parents, please don't forget to collect the food packets. Please come in a kind of a queue to collect food packets, and after that, please be back here by 2 p.m. for document verification, lecture halls. Okay? Thank you. Dear students, you can slow down and then walk towards the exit because there's a queue. Each of them, they are being handed over the food packets. So rather than crowding here, you can be seated and then probably you can get to the exit.